There is a lot of interesting lore in Final Fantasy XIV, and the city of Ul'dah is no different. In fact, there is so many neat things about Ul'dah, I could make many lore videos on the city, and in fact I do have quite a few on the city's dark history. But Ul'dah has more than that, so let's take a look at 10 things you might not know about Ul'dah. Number 1. Have you ever wondered why there are 3 dancing cat girls just right here? Well, it's simple. This is all a trick. This is one of the 2 immersion strips in Ul'dah, but this is the smaller one and one that is clearly less popular. So the merchant in this area figured out they would have dancing cat girls. This would draw in customers, entertain them, and they were hoping that with viewing these girls, you will be driven into a shopping frenzy, making them boatloads of coin. So far, I think they got about 0% success rate, but hey, they're still trying. Number 2. In most places, Ul'dah is worshipped as a single entity, seen as a dual-nature deity which both serves as the god of commerce and oversees the underworld. But in Ul'dah, they actually believe that Ul'dah is in fact twins, 2 distinct entities, making the god technically 13 instead of 12 like in other places. The people of Ul'dah believe that Nald is the god of commerce and Thal is the god of death. Number 3. And talking about death. When the people of Ul'dah die, they want to be buried in the Erlight's burial chamber. And the only requirement to get yourself entombed there is money. Those who give a lot of money get entombed on the lower levels. The less you give, the higher up you are, until we reach the entrance. And if your donation is seen as too small to even get you in the door, there are rumors they simply throw your body outside the city gate and let you be eaten by animals. But I doubt they will tell you that when you hand over the cash. So, before dying, make sure to either have plenty of gil on you, or at least make a sizable donation. Number 4. The twin gods have their separate worshipping places within the city. We can enter the worshipping chamber of Thal in the Arseneth ossuary, but Nald has also his own chamber known as the Milvaneth Sacrarium. It used to be open in 1.0, and here is a picture of it, supplied by the lovely people of Reddit. Sadly, this place was damaged during the calamity, and some contractors are making absolute mountains of gil by probably charging by the day for repairs that just seem to never be going to happen. Number 5. Different from other places, the city does not have its own unit of guards in the traditional sense. Instead, the city and surrounding area is protected by several different groups. The Sultana herself and the inner chamber are guarded by the Sultansworn. Most other areas are guarded by the Brass Blades, who are sellswords working for the Syndicate, which is the main ruling power of Ul'dah. And these sellswords, they're more than a little bit corrupt. Then there are of course the Immortal Flames, which are the Grand Company, and finally, Amijah and Sons Mineral Concern own their own guard group known as the Stone Torches. Number 6. This hanging fountain and its surrounding area is the Gold Court. Once it used to be closed off to the regular population of the city. Instead, it was the Sultan's private ballroom, making it only accessible to the elite of the city and traveling dignitaries. But this hanging fountain costs a fortune to maintain, so eventually it was open to the public to gain more funding. And today, this remains a rather popular meeting place for the city elite. Number 7. Did you know Ul'dah used to be both the most popular city in 1.0 and also the one with the most stability issues? The main story converged here just like in A Realm Reborn, but at the time there was no party finder, and therefore to make groups people had to utilize the chat. And with Ul'dah being the most populous city, they would go there to make groups. And because people could generally only find proper groups in Ul'dah, everybody went to Ul'dah to make groups, creating the situation where Ul'dah was generally always pretty populous, to the point that the city suffered with lag and crashes. Thankfully now, we have our duty finder so we can be all over the place. And for some reason, most of you seem to pick Limsa. Number 8. The flag of Ul'dah shows the golden scales which weigh the jewel of prosperity and the flame of might. But did you know this flag has a deeper history? Back in the time of bela'diha, their flag was very similar. It was a scale weighing the flame of might and the grapes of knowledge. When the bela'diha princess split the nation into Ul'dah and sil'dih, each took one of the symbols with them. In Ul'dah's case, the flame of might. Number 9. If you are to dine within the city, there are 2 things you will find in abundance. There is meat and liquors. Very few vegetables grow in this region, so meat became a staple in the city's diet and is often flavored with various regional spices. And with the city being the home to the Alchemist Guild, the wide range of alcoholic drinks in a multitude of flavors and strengths have simply become a staple part of the city's diet. So while you might find the best food in Limsa, you will definitely find the best drinks in Ul'dah. Number 10. Of the 3 starting cities, Ul'dah definitely has the darkest history. In fact, did you know below the streets we stand on are the ruins of a sister city, sil'dih? The 2 cities were founded around the same time by twin brothers and waged bitter war for a long time, till one time the Thaumaturge Guild of Ul'dah found a way to make a powder that made the dead rise and attack all around them. At the time, the city of sil'dih was under siege, so the powder was thrown over the walls into the city, and what followed was apparently a scene of horror so bad that the whole thing got covered up. If you want to know more about it, I got some videos on the city's history that I think you might like. But tell me, are there any interesting facts that you feel I missed? Let's talk about it in the comments. And while you're down there, of course, do all of the good YouTube stuff. Like the videos, share, comment, subscribe. And if you don't know what to comment, just write algorithm or something. That's perfectly fine by me. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day.